What did you take out of that, Brad? Slow start, enormous finish towards the end.
Yeah, I think it was, as we expected early, it was scratchy from a touch perspective, but I mean, the intensity from Carlton, and I thought both sides was pleasing. It probably, watching the Collingwood-Geelong game really set the scene for the NAB challenge. We've only got 3 games, so we expected the intensity to be good, and it was. But we took a while, as we expected, to get into the rhythm of things, but we got exactly what we wanted out of the game. A good contest in tight, some things to work on, but no injuries, some good performances from some new faces and some good performance from our experienced players.
Definitely. The concept of the NAB Cup, or the NAB Challenge as it is now, are you in favour of that? The way it seems like we've got that sort of good style of footy early on.
Yeah, I think it gives you enough flexibility to play, 26 players, so you can experiment with a few things. You can expose some youth, but you can still get your good players who are available out there and playing. And we've got about 10 guys that we'd like to get games into over the next 3 weeks. But I think if we sat here and look back at what we were hoping to get out of today, we got it.
Of the new boys, like everyone was talking about Del Santo, but what about Tippett's performance?
Yeah, really good. I think, look, we thought he was the best key defender outside the AFL last year. So he slotted in and played on a really good player today, and showed good athleticism and good ability in the contest. But really, he replicated today his training form over the pre-season. So that's why we were keen to get him in the 26 today.
It looks like he doesn't lack any confidence, one-on-ones or whatever. So
yeah,
that's the way he is.
Yeah, no, he's done it the hard way. He's been rookie listed twice. He's moved away from his home state to go and play in South Australia and to further his cause. And he's determined that he's going to take this opportunity, and we're really keen to give it to him if he keeps performing like that.
Like the orange boots did all right too.
Yeah.
He obviously played a little bit off half-back. He'll flick through the middle on occasions as well.
Yeah, one of the really hard things today is, I think we had 129 interchanges. We were watching that at the end, having a bit of a joke about it. But we subbed Hansen and Wells at 3/4 time. We were trying to get game time into different players. So I was inventing positions for blokes to play at stages there. So Dowell did a bit of everything. Boomer did a bit of everything, but that's one of the things that we really like about Nick, is that he can play multiple positions and he can play where we need him to play.
Coming back to the 120 interchange, do you see it being a problem? Is it
no.
Something you would just click into?
No, it was only hard today because we had 6 on the bench that we're trying to get guys in. So, but it's fine. It's no problem at all. It's just we're just trying to get guys in. So it means that you probably play guys in positions you wouldn't normally.
Luke McDonald, first performance.
Yep.
Really well, got plenty of the ball, didn't
he? Yeah, he doesn't lack any confidence either. Yeah. So, but that's good. That's the way. I'd much rather players who have great self-belief, and Luke's got that. But he's got that for a reason. He's a good player already, and we're just going to have to keep working with him. And he knows the step up, even from our match simulation stuff today, was pretty significant, and it goes up another few notches from here. So, he's ticking every box that we put in front of him at the moment. So as long as he keeps doing that, then the future's bright for him.
And round 1 for him, is that a realistic goal?
I think it's a realistic goal because he's certainly, his performances at training and again today were pretty good. But he's going to have some pretty stiff opposition, I suspect. I think we'll have a number of players come into the side next week. And we're already squeezing that into 26, so we've got to squeeze that into 22. So that'll be a good challenge for him, but he tends to rise to challenges.
Who's in the mix to come back next week, Brad?
Yeah, well, the guys playing in the VFL that we just want to get a bit of touch into. Aaron Mullett, should be right to come in. Levi Greenwood will push his case. Majak Daw, Robbie Tarrant, Nathan Grimer. So they're just the ones off the top of my head. So I think we've got about 10 guys that we'd like to get games into in the next couple of weeks.
Some coaches have talked about they want to get 2 games into everyone over this 3-game stretch. Do you have a basic philosophy on that?
Not really. Our philosophy has been to try and... you saw today we played Petrie, Wells, Harvey, Del Santo. But I would prefer, they're fit and they're available, I prefer to get the work into them early and then we can back them off later if we need to. The last thing we want to do is be scrambling. So we'll have a really close look at it over the next couple of weeks. But Wellesley played 3 quarters today, and so we'll manage that as they feel. We haven't gone in with a set notion of how much they're going to play. We've just got to get the work in early and then we'll adjust based on how they pull up from today.
Thanks, Brad.
Thank you. Cheers.